because you're not going to have any profit if you don't bring people in. So you have to be able to have the drive and the belief that you can do it. Now, here's the key with a residual program. It's, yes, you're paying monthly, but everyone you bring in is paying monthly. And if you're paying monthly, that's what you're building your income on, where you're stair-stepping one step in front of the other. Look at this, now these stairs right here, okay? This is the beginning stair. So what's happening is you're building your business like a layer, okay? Like you can look at it in these steps or look at it in like shingles of a house, but this is a little bit more appropriate, where the first month you're bringing people in, okay? And you take that one step up, which I'm gonna do, okay? Now you have a different income stream. You're building income one on top of another, like taking a penny and doubling it. Now, the second month, you're layering on top of the first. So you have people the first month, maybe, so let's say you bring in, okay, 4 people. One person leaves, they don't continue, now you have 3. But the second month, if you bring in 4 people, now you have 7. One person leaves, you have 6. The next month, you bring in 4, okay, now you have 10. One person leaves, you have 9. See what I'm talking about? So month after month, who cares if you're paying 1, you still have 9 coming in during that month. And the same thing happens at that point, and then you have more, and then you have more, and then you have more. So by the time you continue to do this, and I didn't count these steps, but let's just say it's 12, and that's 12 months. By the time you do that, hopefully your skills at bringing in people are gonna get better. So you're not gonna bring in 4, maybe you're bringing 5, 6, 10. And before you know it, you look backwards and you're saying, wow, I'm earning residual income on 100 people, right? So, wow, if I would have not wanted to do that only because I didn't want to pay 1, which is myself, what am I doing to my income? That's the power of residual income, and why I look at, you know, if you don't want to do a residual income program, you don't want to pay monthly, you must not like to make income. You must not like to make money, right? Now, I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. I'm just pointing from 25 years experience in network marketing and decades of experience in business. When I had my own business, I thought it was all about owning my own business. Well, what I would do is sell every month. Then the next month, my slate would be back to 0, and then I go sell every month, because I just created a job for myself. It was just me with the generation of my income. I had no leverage. So what I decided to do is, and this was before network marketing, is I had residual. I added residual to it, so people would pay every month, and I would start to layer on top of every month. Okay, the sales. I'm talking about sales, not networking. So now in network marketing, we take that to the nth degree, where you really start getting into the leveraging part. And not only you're leveraging sales, but you're leveraging people who are leveraging sales. And then it just starts to take off. Now, at the beginning, obviously, you're doing a lot of work that you're not getting paid for, so that later on you get paid for a lot of work you don't do. That's a all-encompassing statement. I hope you got that. There's no get-rich-quicks out there. This is a system, okay? A system that you can use systematically to build your business month after month, week after week, whatever you want to put in there as far as numbers, and then you're building a foundation, like this gentleman has a shirt on, foundation. You're building a foundation which every month you're going to be able to raise the bar a little bit more and have more and more income coming in. Like you're building your network. But if you're building a network of one-time payment people, then what's happening? Right? Everybody has to keep on working month after month after month. Now, in some programs, like I run some 2x2 programs, yes, there's an element of residual when people cycle back in. It's not a true residual. It is a residual in the sense of that people are productive, they're going to come back to you over and over again, and that has some very good positives to it. However, it's not a forced residual where people have to pay every month. So in a true residual program, you have people paying every month, and if you have them on an auto ship where it comes out, they don't have to think about it, then you really have something that you can start building on every single month. I hope you got what I said today. It's very insightful. It's very important in the generation of your income. And I've said this many times. I have a lot of friends in network marketing and other programs, and people that I know that are making 100 grand a month have some kind of residual. They have to have some kind of residual, right? Because if they didn't, they wouldn't be making anywhere close to that kind of money. So think about that when you're thinking about the generation of your income, which programs you work, and so on. Now, like I said before when I first started, one-time programs are a great shot in the arm. It's a great B12 financial shot, okay? You can get the money really quickly. People love the appeal of, oh, it's a one-time payment, that's it. And that's great to get people in, but you have to have other plans to generate income other than that, because it's a financial B12 shot. It's an instant up boost of money because people will flock to that right away. However, you have to have a plan B where you have some kind of residual. So if you combine that with other programs, which we offer other programs that do have residual, or with something else you're working that has a residual, sorry about the truck coming behind me, then you're talking, okay? So now what happens here? We have a program called Free Toolbox, okay? Free Toolbox is a one-time payment program. Okay, it starts off at $1.25, it goes to $48.75 total, combined with all levels, and no monthly, nothing like that, okay? Now that appeals to many people, but if you're doing a higher ticket item program, $100, $200, $500, even $25 program, right? But let's say you're doing a $500 program, and you say, hey, what'd you think of the presentation? You ready to get started? And the person says, well, I just don't have the money. Well, what do you say to that? Hey, we have a companion program called Free Toolbox. It's going to teach you how to be able to become successful in network marketing, train you, coach you. And it's only $48.75 to get started. One time, no monthly. Well, there you go, right? You gave them a 90% discount and a one-time, and you're pushing all the hot buttons to say, hey, let's get started. If money was the only objection, then that should be, a godsend to them. And if they still say they can't do $48.75, well, do some of the lower levels. You can start at around $25 or even as low as $1.25. So at least they start on something, and then they'll see your banners, you can get email, you can send emails to them, they'll get emails from you, they'll get trained, they'll get coached, they'll kind of get the training wheels on, and all sorts of stuff. And I can go into a whole thing about why that type of thing is important, which we call a feeder program. That's freetoolbox.com. And then later on they say, wow, this is interesting. I am starting to get some income from this, some confidence. My sponsor is still there helping me. What else you doing? And then they join into your higher program or your monthly programs or something like that. So that's where the place of a one-time program is great for. And I have other ones that start at 25 and other ones that start at 100 and other ones that start at 500, okay, one-time programs. But I also have programs that have residual as well, because I know the power of a residual program is so important, so important. And if I could, I would start everybody on a residual program, because I know as a sponsor, it's my obligation to show them how to make the most money possible. But as I said before when we get started on the video here, everything has its place. They all have their niche to help. And they're like a tool in your arsenal, if you will, to be able to offer a wide range of different things to fit the needs of different people. Now, think of it this way. If you go to a doctor's office and you have an ailment, somebody else has a different ailment, somebody else has a different pain or something like that. They just don't give one type of prescription to everybody. That would be great if they did, the universal cure. Well, the universal cure doesn't exist in network marketing as far as a program. So if you have a low-end one-time payment program, a medium and a high-end one-time payment program, or that one program can offer all of that to your prospect, and you have a higher-end, what they call it, a primary program, or your high ticket item program, so different things. Maybe if you have a nutritional program and or a tech program, something like that, or a weight loss program. So I'm not saying do all of those things. I'm just be smart about it and pick and choose what you can gravitate to, what's your passion, what's your hot button. But you have, maybe at the beginning, start with 2 or 3, and then go from there. You have to do as many as you can manage. Just don't go jumping into all sorts of programs, right? Focus on 1 or 2, and then go from there. And once you start feeling the mojo, then maybe you do something else. but make it manageable. Otherwise, you're gonna be doing a lot and having a little bit happen on a lot of programs, which is not going to make you money, not that much money anyway to start. So you have to kind of, be smart about it and do it. So I'm getting on all sorts of stuff today, so you got me going. So think about that, and the programs you're working, how you're working it. If you're using a one-time payment program, is it a feeder program? Can you use it as a feeder type program? But always try to get some kind of residual in there where you're paying a monthly. Okay? Entrepreneurs say, how much is it going to make me, not how much is it going to cost me. Right? Very, very important. Very, very important to think like a business person and not think like a consumer. Consumers spend and they buy stuff. They don't buy assets that generate their money, like businesses and income streams. They buy stuff that drains their money. Be a business person. Be an entrepreneur. Be a producer, not a consumer. Okay? Of course, you're going to consume some things, but be a producer. Producers are the ones that make the big money in business, in life. That's why there's a 5 or 10, you might even go down as low as 20%, but probably more like 90, 10%. 10% of the producers that make most of the money. Why is that always true in life? No matter what you do, it's the 10% that make the most money, and the 90% don't. Well, it's the formula. That's what happens in life. A lot of people say it's 80-20, but I think it's more like 90-10. Right? Because there's 90% of the producers, there's the ones that create the stuff, that take the chances, take the risk, and they do it. Right? The difference between people that do it and the people that don't, are that the people that do it do. The people that don't. So you got to do it. This is your business. You're an entrepreneur. You started in a network marketing program, hopefully one of ours. But you got to do it. You got to take action and do it, and it will reward you. And when you take action with a one-time payment program and action with a residual program, great combination, and build that long-term income like the stair step I told you before, and you will be closer and closer to the top, because there's a lot of room at the top, and we welcome everybody at the top, because those people are truly dedicated, highly motivated prospecting machines. This is Peter Wolfing. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.